Have you ever had someone tell you that it's impossible for you to do something, even though you know with all your heart that you could do it? Who here has experienced this? Raise your hand. I did too, and so did Elvis Presley. You ain't going nowhere, son. You ought to go back to driving your truck. That's what the manager of a radio broadcast company told him after his very first performance. He never gave up, and like him, I never gave up, because we are superheroes, and we make the impossible possible. Superhero of the day, fellow superheroes and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
You see, people have the power to either push us forward or push us off a cliff. But here's the truth we often forget. No one can truly break you unless you hand them the hammer. Think of a diamond. Under pressure, it doesn't shatter. It becomes stronger, more brilliant. We all have that same resilience within us. You see, as a child, I struggled in school. Actually, I used to hate school. Because growing up, everyone around me held that big title, impossible. It was a title that I held all my life. It's impossible for you to pass. It's impossible for you to graduate. It's impossible for you to become a writer. It's impossible for you to get good grades. Impossible, impossible, impossible. That is all I heard. And I knew it was possible. They tried to tell me it was not. So I hated school. I was a not so ordinary kid. I had a different learning style. One size did not fit all for me. See, back in the day, I'm not telling you how old I am, don't try. Back in the day, a teacher walks in, stands in front of you, gives a huge lecture, writes everything on the board, and you copy. That was how education was. And you see, being the creative person I am, the daydreamer, you talk to me for more than 2 minutes about any subject I'm not interested in, I'll be dreaming about my next summer vacation. Maybe about my next meal. Maybe about what am I going to do on the weekend? So I needed a different style. I needed hands-on. I needed visual. Later on in life, I found out I'm a visual learner with a visual intelligence, a hands-on intelligence. But that was not possible back then. So you see, I hated that word, with a passion. Another oxymoron, hate, passion. And I tried to look for my own motivation, something I can think of whenever someone tells me it's impossible. So I looked up some people like me who struggle with that. This is when I came across 3 people that made a huge difference in this world. My first favorite, Albert Einstein. We all know him. Struggled in school, hated school, was kicked out from one school to another until he somehow made it, tried to apply to a university, the University of Hamburg. I came across his rejection letter from the University of Hamburg. Why? They told him, you're too crazy. We think this relativity theory of yours, too crazy. The same relativity theory that we teach our students, the same one that other physicists have built their theories upon. My next favorite, Thomas Edison. This I related so much to, because growing up in school, everyone told him, teachers, bear in mind, you're too stupid to learn anything. Imagine a child hearing that all his life. You're too stupid to learn anything. Too stupid to invent a light bulb? I think not. He was homeschooled at the end. And we had the light bulb afterwards. Finally, my third favorite, Walt Disney. You see, Walt Disney was fired from his first job as a journalist, not really a journalist, more like an illustrator, because they told him, you lack imagination and good ideas. Yes, Walt Disney lacks imagination and good ideas. Later, when he put forth his idea for Mickey Mouse, they told him that would not work. The idea of having a huge mouse on a TV screen is too terrifying for women. And look where Mickey Mouse has got it. Learning this about these people helped me develop my own philosophy that nothing is impossible. I mean, if these people made the impossible possible, who are you to tell me that it's impossible? You don't even know me. No, it's not impossible. Because I believe I'm possible. So now, after I developed that philosophy, every time someone said, it's impossible, all I heard was, I'm possible. It's impossible for you to graduate. I'm possible, so I will graduate. It's impossible for you to become a writer. I'm possible, so I will become a writer. It's impossible for you to become someone, to amount to something in this world. No, I'm possible, so I will amount to something in this world. See, life will always bring you people who will push, pull, sometimes even try to shatter you. But remember this, you are not fragile glass, easily broken. You are tempered steel, bending, but never breaking, forged by the fire. So, the next time someone tries to push you off a cliff, be the person who grows wings and soars high. Never allow anyone to break what they did not build. The next time someone underestimates you or tries to dim your light, just smile and remind yourself, it is not impossible. It's not, because I'm possible.